Hello and welcome. With the new Chaos Dwarf being released for Total War Warhammer in just a few days, I found myself hyped to print a small Chaos Dwarf army on my own, so that's what I did. The sales files that I use for this army is from two different companies. First one is Raven Twin Miniatures, as you see here. They have a lot of different stuff, and for Chaos Dwarf as an example, they have chariots, giants and infantry models. Then we have Lost Kingdom Miniature. Here I found the main bulk of the army, and as a little spoiler I can say that if I should start over, I would probably just stick to the models from this company. They do have everything you need to start an army, even artillery pieces, hobgoblins, heroes, etc. And if you want to go all the way, they even got some terrain for you to print. Going into Chitterbox after purchasing the files is pretty much just plug and play. They come pre-supported, so it's just adding them to the plate and starting up your printer. One thing I really wished from Lost Kingdom Miniature though was that I got the option to print out the models in a one piece instead of small bits, or at least just when it comes to the infantry models. Beside that, printing up these models was really easy, and in the entire army I didn't have a single fail print. I'm sorry for the quality of this video, but here you can see how the commander looked right after being printed. There's really no complaint here, he's highly detailed and it was really easy and simple to remove the supports. Then I got to the thing I hate the most about 3D printing, and that is gluing the models together. I don't know if it's only me, but I find that resin is way harder to glue together than the metal or plastic Games Workshop and other companies uses. So I often add a little green stuff to help speed up the process. With the models glued together, I went outside and primed them up, and for this I used Citadel Corax White. I wanted to check the scales of these models compared to Games Workshop and which models is better to use than the dwarf models, which have the same height and girth. I didn't change any scale to the models, but just printed them up as I got them from the company. It seems to me that the model from Lost Kingdom Miniature, which is the Arquebus Dwarf, is a bit thicker and might be a tiny bit higher as well, which means that I should probably have tried scaling it down just a tiny bit, but I think scaling it down to 88%, which I often use, might be too much. On the other hand, the model from Raven Twin Miniature seems to be a bit more equal in height, but is a bit thinner. This can be a problem when you look at weapons such as the halberd, as you see here, because as I earlier mentioned, I really hate gluing these models together, and some resins is easier broken than others. And if you break a thin piece as the halberd on this dude, it's going to be hell to glue them together again. And I know that some of you would probably argue that a change of resin could help on this issue, but I just wish that the halberd would be just a tiny bit thicker altogether. Anyways, that's pretty much it for this video. What do you think about the models that I printed up, and what do you think should be the next army I print up or maybe even paint up? Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again in my next video.